Hi guys, welcome back to CROCHETROCKS Tracy here, and oh my god if I look tired and exhausted and all that. It's probably because I am. Oh wow. We had an early start, got up, had breakfast. You know what though, before even that I was in bed by 9:30, and it wasn't even as if we'd done a lot of walking or anything yesterday. We just drove here, and yeah, that's all. So I don't know why I was so tired, but I really was tired. And so yeah, I went to bed at about 9:30 and got up, had breakfast, and then we kind of got ready and we went, because if you've got a whole weekend pass, you get to go in earlier than everybody else. So we went in at 9 or 9:30. I think I opened at 10, I can't remember now. I think we had to meet for 9:30. I don't know, whatever. Got in there earlier anyway and did a lot of walking around like you do. It's so, the light just went dim. I think the sun went in. Boy, it was mega exhausting, I'll tell you. Absolutely. So I did do some videoing and I did take some pictures, but not as many as you might think, because Friday is Friday is the day when everyone goes round and has a look around the stalls, and some dress up. But this is me as an Egyptian boy. This is very scary Gary as a pharaoh. There we go. And hang on, I've gone wrong again. Me as probably another Egyptian boy. I don't know why every time I did it I seem to get boy. This one is Gary, who looks scarily like the guy who sang that is his name. It's like Gotcha, his name, in somebody that I used to know. Doesn't he look like him in that picture, guys? Unreal. So then there's another one of me as a queen or a pharaoh. I always look, Gary's head looks a bit wobbly on that one. And then there's me as a princess. Obviously the princess is the nicest one. And there's a giant Sonic the Hedgehog and a giant Tails. So yeah, and a crocheted giant Grogu. Didn't buy it. It cost too much. So we took pictures, and the reason we've dressed, or not dressed as, but superimposed our heads as pharaohs and Egyptians, is because in the Excel they have the immersive Tutankhamun immersive experience, and yeah, boy was it good. Let me see, this is a bit of a video, right? Ready? Watch this. It's all holographic. Isn't that amazing? I did put that on as a short, that one, but yes, it absolutely brilliant. The first one I did was the best. I don't even know if I took it with this. No, I don't think I did. Took it with the other one that's a bit dead now. But this one, you feel like you're actually, if you do it horizontal, it feels like you're actually moving, because the sides, you can see the side wall there moves, the floor moves, and you feel like you're being driven along. It's just mind-blowing. There was, as it was interactive, there was lots of interactive rooms, and there was one where you sat and you were just kind of, the sides and the floors were lizards and scorpions and scarabs all over the floors, and obviously they weren't real, but they were kind of climbing everywhere up the walls, and then you're kind of driving along on this, and you're going through the pyramids, and then you're going through, it was, I think, the kind of the whole of the region sort of thing. And then there was another room where you were where you saw an embalming. Obviously, like a mummification rather than an embalming. But obviously they didn't go into any details. They just simulated it with hologram. And then there was another one where you sat and you were taken on the journey in the afterlife. So where you go through and they have to weigh the heart against a feather and it balances. So you went on to that one. And then there was another one which was the really, really weird one. And I kind of felt a bit, and people have passed out or been sick, because basically you've got a VR headset on and some headphones. And when you turn round, you are, oh, goodness gracious, what's his name? The archaeologist Carter. You're, and when I turned round, I saw Gary, and underneath, Gary was number 20, so it just had, because everybody was Carter, and so it had number 20, and I was number 40 something, and so you hold hands, but when you turn around and you see him, he looks like he's doing this all the time. And then at one point, I kind of trod on his foot, because you don't know where he is really. You've got his hand. And as suddenly you're walking along, and then you're in a cloud. You're on a very small platform on the edge of clouds, and you're scared to walk off it. But you know it's a floor, but it's very weird, because everything is telling you that you're on a very small platform in the sky, even though you're not. And, Gary said, don't you want to walk? And I went, no. He said, well, you're not going to fall. I went, I know. Anyway, then it changed and we went underground, and we could have gone in a tent, but Gary was too busy looking at other things, because you could actually walk up to a book and turn the page of the book. You did this and it changed. It's very strange, very weird. That one was amazing, that really was. So yeah, and Gary bought me a scarab Shambhala bracelet in the shop. So yeah, had a great time. But then we came out of there, went back into Comic-Con again, because it's in the same place, just enormous there. And we really wanted to do this Two-Tone Carmoon experience. It was in the same place where the F1 was. It might have actually not been, because I felt like we went further along for F1, and there was still an F1 car there. So I don't think, it's either the same place or it's next door to it. And I don't know if that's still there or not. But it was very, very good. I would recommend it to anybody who gets the chance to go. It's well worth it. It's well worth it. But it's not, and that's not all there is. You go along and you've got the whole history and everything else on the side. It's brilliant. Absolutely really enjoyed it. And they had treasures. Yeah, they had treasures. I don't think I took any with this camera. I think it was all on the other one that is dead. Don't know. Let's have a look. No, this is all a few Comic-Con-y bits. A few Daleks. There's Gary being cornered by 3 Daleks. Yeah, and that's this Batman, and these guys were great, these two. So yeah, there's lots and lots of, that's a video actually. I took a little video of them. So yeah, we had a good time, but oh my God, my feet. I wore really comfortable trainers, sneakers for you guys across the pond. And they were very, very comfy, but they were not very comfy when you wear them all day in the heat. It's hot in there. And it was going to be crummy weather, but it wasn't, It's really sunny all day and hot. Of course, we saw the Sunborn where we stayed at that yacht hotel. And that was lovely. And I said to Gary, we should stay there, really. Would have been right by the entrance. Just saying. But it would have been mega expensive, because they do put prices up when it's something, sought after. Cheers, I got my tea. Box. This has come home. That's where I bought this here. I can't remember if Gary bought it actually. But he bought it across the road. So it's come back home again. he's gone downstairs to enjoy happy hour of cocktails while I do my video, and then I'll join him. But yeah, I don't think the bed's very comfy. They pride themselves, a Premier Inn, and they pride themselves on these Atmos beds that are, you know, like our mattress, your home, and all that. And the advert says you'll get a good night's sleep on our Atmos beds. Well, if you like sleeping on a table, yeah, you might. But oh, I did have extra pillows so that I could, you know, cuddle into them. But I did have a bit of a backache. I had this pain in the back of my neck. It's, you know, where your neck meets your buns, basically, that dip. And it was starting to, and I have it from time to time, it's really hurting. And then as well, I don't know why, but maybe the bed, but my neck and shoulders and everything, upper back, were really kind of playing up. So we're walking around the first kind of place we went to in Comic-Con. And they were doing, for charity, they were doing massages. And I just sort of said, oh, I think I need one. So Gary said, go on then. So off, oh, and it hurt. When it got to around about the bra strap area, you know, where the horizontal bit is, that hurt, because it was really, but afterwards, I felt so much better. All the tension from my shoulders and upper back's gone. It didn't quite get rid of that pain in there, but I've been dosing myself up with painkillers and it's not so bad. But it really helped. But before we came back to the hotel, I said, oh, Gary, I need to sit down a minute. So we went outside and I took some painkillers, sat down. And as I sat down, it really hurt to sit. I thought, oh, it's sort of time to say that's enough for one day, really. But I did buy a few things, not for me. Well, actually, no, I tell a lie. For once, I did buy myself something. I bought myself, and I've wanted one for donkey's years, bought myself a wig. I had my eye on them last time we were here, and I didn't get one. And they had all kinds, they had rainbow ones and all that sort. But they're characters, really. But, you know, if you want to dress up as an anime character, they've got all their wigs. But I was looking at them and going, I like that one. And one of them was similar colour hair to what I had when I was younger. And I thought, it has to suit me, doesn't it? I was born with that colour, really. So I think Gary got one for me and I got the other. So I've got wigs. So I don't know that I'll wear them. I probably will, you know. I probably will, but we'll see. I've got hairnets as well to hide my actual, because there's so much of this today. It's like, wow, you know, it's the humidity has got to it, expanded it. It's just exploded outward, like my bottom. So, anyway, I'm joking. I don't have a big bottom. There's a photograph Gary took of me. I think it might be on. Is it on this phone? And it's my. If it is, I don't know. Might be. Yeah, here it is. So this is a picture of me with several characters. It's that way round. But you will see. Look at these skinny little legs of mine. Look. So that's my legs, and they are thinner than the rest of me. And that is the problem that I have. I have this upper body that is a bit bigger than my lower. So I've got these skinny little legs. And when I lose weight, right, where do you think the first place the weight is that goes? Legs. Legs. When all I really would love to do is lose this upper body weight. It's I'm top heavy, really. So I want to lose this weight to match the bottom half. But what happens? My legs get smaller and my bum gets smaller, and then the top doesn't move for a while. And then I get more ridiculous looking. But, you know, a lot of people, if I wear the right clothes, don't realise how big I am. You know, when I say that, I make myself sound like I'm gigantic, but I'm not. It's just that I can look slimmer because my lower body is. But it's very annoying. It's nice to have smaller legs. I mean, I never have the problem that some people... I had a friend once, and we met at a diet group, and she said, I'd love to wear leggings. I'd love to wear leggings, but I can't. And I said, why not? And so she said, I'll show you my legs. And they were huge. But do you know what? She had a really small top. I said, you and I, you know, we are... we are, you know, if I had your top, I would be the perfect person. You can have, like, I'll have your top with my legs, and you can have my top with your legs. She said, no, I think it should be the other way around. But you know what I mean? She had the opposite problem to me. Really, really bad it was. It was quite so... She could never wear jeans or anything like that because she just couldn't show it. That's where she needed to lose hers there, and I needed to lose mine at the top. And where did it go? More off my legs. More off the stupid legs. So I brought crochet with me. I haven't done any yet. But, you know, part of me says I'll stay here tomorrow and just crochet, let you guys walk. Oh, I've got 3 days, you know. Pace myself. But I bought a couple of little presents for people, but I can't really go as mad as I went last time. And last time Gary didn't get a t-shirt, and he was quite sad about that, because I had one that was Buffalo Bill skin soft knit cream, and I got one for my boys. One was Nakatomi, which is Die Hard, and the other one was Skynet. So this time Gary had 2, and I've got another one. I don't remember the ones we got, actually. I think, did I get? But there was Camp Crystal Lake. I kept saying, I'll get that one. So I know Gary got that. And he got, you know, he was going to get the Amity Island one. But in the end, he got Quint's fishing trips instead, I think. And I can't remember the one that I got. But they're in the bag. I can't get up and get them though. So, just need to finish this tea. Oh, boy. The first thing I did as soon as I got through the door was air conditioning on and trainers off and just try and cool down. Because I was so overheating. And once the room was a bit cool, kettle on. You know, I guess, get all my priorities straight. My toes. I don't have long toenails. They're lovely and cut, but for some reason they press down. I try on trainers when I wear them, they do press down on it. Sorry about the darkness. When the sun goes in a little bit, it gets a little bit of a weird vibe in here. If I have the curtains open, then I'm just all kind of... there's a mirror there and the light bounces off it. It's not very good. So, yeah. Apologies if it goes a bit dark. Anyway, I'm going to get off and upload the video. When I get back, we've got lots of jokes to catch up on and everything else. Yeah. So I could show you some of my merch, but it's mostly the things I got are for people. I've got something pretty cool for Paul. Paul has a retro area. So I got him something for his area, but obviously I can't show you it. And so anyway, yeah, I'm going to get off, and I'm very tempted to go lay down. Get over it. But I'll go and meet Gary for a drink, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, guys.